Hey everyone, Crayton Webb from Sunwest Communications. As you may recall, we recently had the opportunity to launch a government relations practice here at Sunwest, LuncefordWEBB Government Relations. And as part of that, I'm so excited to introduce the newest member of the family, Brinton Payne, Senior Advisor, who is in Fort Worth and is going to be working with us in Tarrant County. Welcome so much.
Thank you.
Glad
for
that
having
you
me.
were here.
Appreciate it.
You've got a fascinating history from being a staffer in the state Senate to the Fort Worth Chamber.
Yes.
What have you done? What's your background?
Yeah, so that I was.
That's it.
No, I mean, I was in the private sector for a short period of time pre 9/11, and then the bottom fell out, and I found myself going, now what am I going to do? And a friend of mine was running a legislative campaign during the primaries, and the candidate won, and he said, why don't you run the general election? And I thought, well, okay, I'll try this out. Went down to Austin with him, and that began a 4-year stint with the state of Texas and working with the state Senate there, and worked for 2 members there. Okay. And then went to work for the Fort Worth Chamber of Commerce as their governmental affairs person. And I remember meeting somebody that kind of lured me into this deal the first day over at the Anatole Hotel, and it was at the Fairmont actually. And I was like, this guy, there's something about him. So that's Jay Barksdale, and he's, obviously with your team now.
Yes.
And after discussions with you and with him, and it just seemed like a good fit for it. So, and then been on my own too. So I didn't go from the chamber right to here.
Sure, of course.
And had some various business stuff and all kinds of trials and tribulations, of the entrepreneur.
So you're a true expert because you live there and you've worked there in Tarrant County. But so many people say all the time, government relations, what is that? What exactly do you do? So for those who don't know, what do you do?
Yeah, so when I first started with that campaign, I was really, I had no idea what government was about. I mean, I didn't really know who the mayor was. I didn't know who the county judge. I didn't know the difference of any of these folks. And when my friend said, you should run this campaign, but you need to know all this, I thought, why do I need to know all this?
Yeah.
And so I think that that's what really governmental affairs and governmental relations is that if you think that government isn't doing things that are providing and opening doors for businesses, or if they're closing them for others, there's a big dynamic with those, and I think that is part of this equation, and kind of what I try to do is help people understand where those elected officials may be on certain issues, and by their past and where they've come from, or what their past voting records are, where they may end up on an issue that's important to them.
Number one piece of advice you would give individuals, folks, leaders, brands, corporations, nonprofits who are considering dipping their toe in the world of government relations. What should they be considering as they think about working with you?
Getting to know their elected officials obviously can help with that. I've been around for a while. Getting to know the political climate, kind of what their not only maybe competitors in their same circles are doing, and are able to find ways for, but maybe if they want to do something a little bit different. And then looking to a professional, just like they would in many other aspects, and to help kind of meander and navigate through that. I mean, it is always helpful for someone to have a little bit of experience in something and not having to essentially learn on the job, and
Right.
going through that. You see it every session down in the legislature, or you see it kind of in a new fiscal year where people are trying to get acclimated with the process, and the ones who know and who have been around tend to, they just have a working relationship with folks, and hopefully that'll get them through.
Or as we like to say, make friends when times are good.
Yeah.
And before you really need them. Really excited to have
Yeah.
Brinton Payne on board with LuncefordWEBB Government Relations, Sunwest, as Senior Advisor of Government Relations. We're going to have him back for another segment and get your predictions on the upcoming legislative session in Texas, as well as your take on the midterm election. So join us next time.
Thank you.